our adventurers are continuing from finding themselves marooned on the island of Yonkrook. Last week, we found Arvos, and instead ended up losing Hammond the Horrible. We met our new player character, DP, and her character, who has now joined. So last we left off, you guys had just set up camp for the night using your instant fortress. Afterwards, you guys made yourself across, made through a vast plain into the edge of this forest where PD had scouted ahead and seen some sort of figure around a campfire. And you guys are heading over to investigate. And just as you guys approach the tree line, that's where we'll pick up today. The following adventures are heading over to this point. It is Doothmere, the dwarf, Yo and Mutu, the dragonborn and pseudo dragon, PD, the Arakra.
Arakra? Is it?
Yeah. The
Rockruff? You're a Rockruff. That's what I heard.
A Rockruff. Arvos, the human, is with you. I think that was it. Yeah, Anna's still. Everyone else is still missing.
Yep.
So, I'm Drew Silva, your host.
Oh, I'm Sean.
Oh, that's right.
And you play who?
I play Doothmere Wolfbro. I'm a paladin. Wolf.
I'm DP, and I play PD, the Arakra.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm Garrett, and I play a human Viking named Hammond the Horrible.
And I'm Travis, and I play the Dragonborn Druid.
All right. So, you guys, along with Lux and Arvos, make your way across the plain. It's early morning. The sun has just barely risen, and you guys are freezing. The grass beneath you is crunching each time you step forward. It was so hot the day before, but the morning brings in like a desert cold throughout the night, and then quickly warms up through the day. As you guys approach this wooded area, what are you guys gonna do?
Do I perceive anything?
Roll a perception check.
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know. Do I?
I perceive cat.
Oh, I perceive it. 18. Boy, good job, honey.
Oh, I see you.
You perceive that there is not one, but two figures just beyond the tree line.
Can I see them at all?
You cannot. You can only make out two figures. It is a thick, dense forest.
Dense parts.
Appreciate you.
Well, I guess I have to roll my own perception check then.
He rolled a perception for you
So
guys.
that's
it.
But do I perceive what he perceives?
No.
Yeah, because you roll.
He can relay that to you.
Okay.
Well,
That's what I mean.
I
I was
relay
like-
said information to the party.
Okay.
Okay.
You're stupid.
So, guys, there's two people sitting around the campfire over there.
There's like 4 people. Oh no, there's people.
Hey! Over there! Who is it?
Hey man.
I'm gonna emerge from the tree. Oh,
You feel an arrow whiz dangerously past
All right.
the side of your face.
I'm gonna yell out. Alder, is that you?
For a moment, you don't hear anything. You're silent. The figures in front of you have completely dispersed and disappeared. And you feel another arrow rifle past the other side, just as sharp and as crisp as the first, as Onder, weary-eyed, with a look of bewilderment and mistrust, steps out from the tree
Let me see
line.
how that looks, DM.
Classic, dude.
Carry on.
Got it.
I look like smolder.
You guys encompass that?
Blue steel.
Yeah, I was just trying. Yeah, blue steel. It's like,
Yo. Is that
What
you?
up? Yes! Ander!
Yo,
How are you?
Kurt.
You see him ready his bow one more time.
Oh shit.
And pointing at you.
Ander, relax, relax.
Why do you not trust us, Ander?
Where have you guys been?
There's a lot has happened since we teleported here. We first landed by the coast and found Hammond's ship all wrecked and destroyed. Then we came into contact with a couple gods, which was pretty crazy.
They decimated the entire forest. Destroyed.
It awoken other things.
Oh
The
shit.
decimation.
What other thing?
Have you seen Stava? He rushes over to you, putting his bow away, and grabs you by the shoulders. Have you seen Stava?
Sorry, out of character. We have
Stava?
No,
No,
we
you have
haven't
not.
seen
You have
Stava.
not seen
We have
her.
not
Nope.
seen Stava.
Who did we have with? We had what's her name?
Anna.
Anna, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting her name. Sorry. No, we have not seen Stava since we teleported. We lost her and you, and then we found Arvos. And I think that's all.
Orvos and our new friend Petey.
Oh, Petey,
Have you
yes.
met Petey?
No, but I've seen your kind over the ridge. You weren't the friendliest of folk. Nothing's friendly here.
She saved Arvos.
And hurt myself in the process. But this
She,
kind gentleman helped me. So that's.
She checked out. She checks out. She's okay. She's not. I don't know how her people are, but she's all right.
I guess it's all right then. Gula, come here.
Yeah, come along.
And you see a huge orc come out from the trees, severely battered. Arvo sort of jumps back as he sees this orc walk out, much like the orcs that were chasing you. He's sort of a darker gray pale skin,
That's
heavily tatted, heavily scarred. His entire face is just kind of a jumble of different crisscrosses and scars. One tusk remains, the other tusk has been, looks like, broken at some point and then gnawed down. He has one single braid that goes down the back and then tucks in and wraps around his waist like a belt. And he's wearing hides and leathers, including like hide boots, shoddily made, not made very well. And he sort of steps out with a limp. He kind of looks like he's been injured. Sort of.
Oh shit.
Who are they?
Oh god.
And he's got an axe in one hand. They're sort of friends.
How did you come to be with an orc?
He saved me and I saved him. He's on the run from others of his tribe.
Or what? If I might ask.
We're killing people asking me questions. Fucking idiot.
He refused to slaughter the young of a rival tribe.
Seems funny. He's a good guy. So checks out.
We've kind of been trying to survive ever since. You sort of notice that Onder has just a few arrows left. Some of them look as if they've been recently crafted on the island, and he looks,
Rough.
pretty wore down.
Does Yo perceive if this orc looks like the same kind of orc that was just the severed head that we found last week?
Similar, yeah. Similar origin. Yeah,
Okay.
It looks like the skin tones match pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Not so much green, but like the pale gray. Yeah.
Okay.
and this is something that PD wouldn't know, or DP wouldn't know that PD might know, but does PD know anything about this orc?
Just that there's two rival factions fighting.
But nothing.
She would know which side he's from, though, would she? By his looks, or
Probably not.
Okay.
Her tribe has kind of stayed above it because They're a little more fierce. So they, you guys live up in the mountains, high up.
Yeah.
You guys can fly up to sort of your home base. They don't have the opportunity to really raid you guys or attack you guys.
Well, a friend of ours is a friend of ours.
Sort of kind of looks towards you. Says, he shaman, witch man. Wander says, no, he's not like the others here. Because you probably wouldn't believe this, Yo and Lux, but there's quite a bit of your kind here. Both of yours.
Really?
Yes, but they're savages.
Savages?
They're savages. They kill upon sight. They, every being we've encountered here has referred to them as witchmen or witch doctors or shamans.
Tell them I'm here.
Maybe you could, investigate that at some chance, but it would be dangerous. Listen, guys, I need to find Stava.
Why are you so concerned? I mean, besides the obvious that she could be in immediate danger, but why else are you looking for her?
Well,
Bro, she never did.
do you say that?
I don't even know if I'm here.
Oh, he's not.
We don't know where he is.
I'm not here. I'm just,
That's true.
just hanging out.
We only just recently
What did you say?
found
Sorry,
out
what did you say?
by his footsteps
I said
last
she
week.
doesn't love you. She never did.
It's brutal. But he probably wonders the same thing. No. It was, well, I just need to find her.
Okay.
Do you have any leads whatsoever, or are you just...
I don't.
Go find your Viking friend.
But, I do have an idea of where one of our friends might be.
Who and where might that be?
I saw a raiding party earlier yesterday come by carrying a large body. I thought it was a human, but more eyes, they played tricks on me. But it looked like Hammond.
You say that your eyes are playing tricks on you. Is that why you fired 2 arrows upon us?
I've seen a lot of faces.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Store's been following me for a couple days now.
Well, are you alright? Is there anything that we can do for you?
We can find Stava.
Okay.
The orcs,
Let's solve it then.
the orcs real, right?
Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
The orc, he's real.
Oh. Yeah, the orc's real. I see it too.
Okay. You see him wipe sweat off his brow,
Maybe
sort of
you
reach
should,
down, grab some dirt, feel it, and then he
up.
walks back into the tree line into his campfire. The orc kind of looks at you guys
I'm gonna
Kinda.
follow under.
and walks, turns around and walks off too.
I'm gonna follow under.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
So you guys walk into just on the inside of this tree line is a small little clearing, and it looks like they've set up stones and brush and just whatever they could to build like
A barrier.
sort of little like fence line. You can tell that it probably wouldn't do much as far as defense goes, but they sort of burrowed themselves a nice little spot. The campfire they have going has a snake that's being cooked above it, and like maybe a couple field mice that Andre was able to shoot. Not much meat at all, and a water skin that's boiling over, probably from the river you guys followed in.
Andre, are you having a hard time finding game out here? These spoils don't seem to be as plentiful as what I'm usually accustomed to you catching.
Every time I travel out, there's another monster or thing trying to kill me. This is a cursed place. Stores told me to be careful.
Who told you to be careful?
Store, my brother, he's here.
He's here.
He's here.
Thor is not here.
Your brother's passed away.
Sword died.
I know. What if we've passed away? What if that's why he's here? What if that's why we're here?
Sort of a word every time.
This is purgatory.
I think you need to get some rest, my friend.
No,
You
the
rest,
gods
we
have
shall
damned
watch.
us.
We shall watch over and you rest. You need some rest. When was the last time you had rest?
Damn it, I don't need rest. I need to find Stava. And as he goes to stand up, he steps forward, sort of steps back, and you see his eyes roll back as he passes.
I rush.
I would
Does he
catch
fall?
him. I
I
would
would
try to
say.
catch
I would
him,
say we rush.
You
over
guys
and
do.
catch
You
him.
guys manage to kind of. He goes, I'm sorry. I do need to rest.
Just rest, my friend.
He sort of fades out. The orc sort of pulled at Garrett and sort of jumped back, fell back on the stump he was sitting on, jumps up with his axe. Human, weak. And he sits back down.
Is
You witchy doctor.
Not quite.
Does he have-
Not quite. I'm a
out of
druid.
character? Does he have visible wounds that we can see?
The orc, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I want to go up to him and can I heal you?
You little witchy doctor.
I wouldn't say that, but I can heal you if you want.
Make me a strong fight.
You'll be as strong as your body can be.
Heal, so I kill.
Alright, and then I'm gonna cast
I
it.
think Hammond and this guy are going to get along pretty well.
Him and Arvos, dude.
I'm gonna console Arvos also, by the way, because I know he's been probably just like losing over the orc.
Arvos is he's kind of following the orc around like a lost puppy dog.
Oh, okay.
Like he seems,
He's looking up to him, but afraid.
he does.
6.
Almost as if, almost as if Arvos, I need a pen, probably is familiar with orcs. Something
Oh.
you guys are kind of surprised by.
Fuck some.
So he's kind of hanging out. Lux has been super quiet, kind of hanging out in the shadows, sort of just a constant watch. So yeah, you guys are there for a couple hours.
What is
resting.
time of day right now?
It's still early morning.
It's still early
time
morning.
we got? So we got there
So it's
early
like
morning?
probably like
Yeah, it's
10
still
at
early
this point,
morning.
after a couple hours of being there hanging out.
Yeah, so if you guys have kind of hung out for a couple hours, each roll 1d6 to see how much health you get back. For the short rest. You and those ones, man.
Actually, I think I'm.
Wait, no, yeah, we
I
were
think I'm
full
good. I'm
after
full.
because we slept.
Yeah, we did a full sleep.
Too. We did a long rest.
We did a. we did
Okay,
a
and you
long
guys
rest.
rolled well for it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We got a full rest, and then we put the Darren's back.
Yeah.
Darren's cube back, and then we stumbled upon his footsteps, so we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys feel a little well rested, and Onder sort of wakes up out of his sleep. He sort of looks around and goes, it was Hammond. We need to get him.
Oh shit, dude.
Are you sure you're well? I know you're just going to tell me that you are, but are you sure that you're up for this?
Yeah, that raiding party, their arrows are crude, but they'll work. I need to restock, and I need to kill something.
Fair enough. I'm gonna do whatever you are, my friend.
Point the way.
Gorak, it's you. You see Gorak kind of step over. You go. Bird creature, strong. Cat creature, not strong. Witchy doctor, probably strong. Human and little witchy doctor, or probably not strong.
Thanks.
Sort of looks at you like not wanting to offend you. Good heal though. Good heal.
Good heal.
If we go fight tribe, they slaughter.
So what you're saying is we need to sneak in there and get him? Okay.
Yar.
Well, that little cat over. Oh, I guess we can't use it.
You can try.
Can we? Are you gonna play Lex? Can we use him?
Well, I guess you guys are gonna send me in then, huh? Well, just so you know, I did not volunteer for this, nor do I want to do this.
Excuse me, bud. I don't want to go do this.
So,
Gotta flick it.
all right, if I'm gonna do this, okay, all you motherfuckers need to stay away because you are not stealthy. I am, so I do this alone. All right.
Fucking hillbilly.
When he says that, I'm going to turn into a pseudo dragon. Take my wild form. Oh, yikes.
What? And sort of everyone kind of looks surprised by it, and you do. You form into a little pseudo dragon. Yep.
I could be much sneakier as a little guy.
This is new information.
So now you have the stats of the pseudo dragon.
Yeah, and I'm going to be rolling around with Mutsu.
How long
Okay.
has he been able to do that?
This is new to me. I did not know that.
All right. So,
You want a bug, little dragon?
I hate the bug.
so your dexterity right now is 15, and you have a +4 to stealth.
Oh my god.
So, you guys travel for what seems the better part of.
Lux said, fuck you, Drew. It's my boy, dude. I fucking love you, Gert. I miss you, baby.
In all seriousness, Lux, I hope you're doing well tonight.
In all
I know
seriousness?
circumstances have been tough. But, Bud, I'm playing your character.
Who was here, bud?
All right.
Who's your bud?
So, but again,
I'll play your fucking character.
but I'm playing it. All right, so you guys walk for the better part of the afternoon. Midday hits and begins to sink down. As it does, Gorag stops, says, "We wait here for nightfall, then Kitty Man and flying rats go." So, you guys do so.
Yeah.
Nightfall hits. Are you guys going to attempt to sneak in? Gorag says,
It's so
Follow.
good. You're doing great, bud.
"Follow tree line about 30 steps. You see rock. Within cave is camp."
Do we need the grid for this?
No, not yet.
Okay. Am I able to understand common as a pseudo dragon?
Yes.
Can I telepathically speak to Mutsu to kind of like notion we should head that direction? Because
Yeah.
I understand, and I'm like, hey, we're gonna head this way along the tree line.
Okay. So you guys do. You guys begin to fly over towards there. Lux sort of nimbly is following you guys as well. His black fur kind of stealthily blending in with his the shadows of his surrounding, sort of expertly following where the shadows lie, hopping from shadow to shadow, never getting caught within the waning light of dusk. And you guys see a large boulder, and aside that boulder is 2 orcs, seemingly playing some sort of game that kind of looks like marbles. They've drawn out a circle. They have different stones. They're sort of flicking at one another. Totally not paying attention to actually what's happening around them.
Obvious.
Do we see him in any way, shape, or form? Or is it just
No,
two
you
orcs?
just see an entrance into a cave.
Alright. Entrance into a cave. Well, then.
How deep does this cave go? Do I know? Was I conscious when they took me in there?
Yeah.
All right.
So you had awakened as you walked into this cave. You went kind of down this little narrow alleyway,
I'm gonna try to fucking warm
and
up.
then into this
I'll
large
go right into being
area.
crazy.
And then kind of like Jack Sparrow,
It's
you're
fucking dark in here.
across the stick. Oh, you go into this area that's all well lit.
I'm
and you can
blindfolded.
see. You are not. You can see everything.
You don't know.
And you see dozens and dozens and dozens of orcs with different camps and stuff inside this huge cavern.
Oi, prick! Untie me! You know who the fuck I am?
Orc kind of walks up to you
Project upward.
and sort of looks at you. Kona
Am I bound? How am I?
pokes you.
Hey! I'll fucking kill you. I'll murder your family and fuck them.
He pokes you again.
Am I bound?
Yes.
How am I bound?
Your legs.
Like I'm up like they're gonna cook me?
Well, yeah, you were like across a
Bar?
spit, basically.
Yeah, it's spit?
Yeah.
I'm like this.
Yeah.
You fuckers better not eat me. I mean, I'm probably delicious, but don't fucking eat me.
Ugala. Wincha. Another one comes up.
I don't fucking know what you're saying.
I don't think anyone here knows Orc, actually.
Nope. Nor do I care to learn.
I do.
Do you really?
I know Orcish,
I don't care to learn it either.
but I'm not there.
All I know is you're all ugly fucks. And you better untie me if I skull fuck your mother.
Ugala Bosha. Oh, another one comes over.
You
a little
sound
one.
like you're fucking less able.
He pulls out a switch and hits you with a switch.
God damn it! Quit fucking smacking me with a stick!
Sort of pops backwards. Ugala.
Kill it.
All right.
While this is happening,
To you guys. And you guys hear.
That's why I was like, I was trying to make noise so you guys can hear me in the
Hammond's
fucking...
yells and shouts sort of
Yeah,
that's what you
echo
recognize.
Cool.
throughout. Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
but we don't know anything other than we know there's two orcs at the entrance.
I said specific things.
But I don't know if we heard him or just heard Hammond sounds.
You heard Hammond sounds. Unmistakably
Hammond
his
sounds, but we didn't
yeah.
hear like distinct words.
No.
She's in the garbage bag.
I bet she is. Trash.
She's trying to figure it out.
So what I'm gonna do is, am I able to cast any kind of spells as a pseudo dragon?
No.
No, I'm just a pseudo dragon. Correct. Okay. But I'm still in the tree line.
Yes.
Does it take an expend a spell slot to transform?
No.
No. So
But you only have the ability to do that. I believe it's twice a day.
to go in and out twice a day. So like,
Yeah.
I
So you have one
transform.
more transformation after this, correct?
I can transform back out and then transform back in one more time,
One more time.
and then back out, back to normal after that.
Yes.
So it's one full rotation. Okay. I'm gonna notion to Mutsu to enter the cave. And at this time, it's not gonna make a whole lot of sense to Mutsu because he's gonna notice what I noticed. So we noticed that those orcs are there.
Yeah, roll D20 for me real quick.
He says no.
4 plus.
Okay.
Okay.
So as you notion over, you see Lux dash forward instead of Mutsu. And he makes it through expertly. And you watch him disappear into the cave.
Motherfucker, dude.
And then
Just
Mutsu.
right in between the two of the guys.
No, see, they're off playing marbles.
Oh, okay. So they're just
Yeah.
They weren't paying
distracted.
They're
attention.
distracted.
I visualized it
He
differently.
was very, very stealthily.
Okay.
Mutsu shoots off after, except they turn at the flap of his wings and see him sort of dip in. You hear him say in Orcish, back going cave again.
They're so fucking stupid.
Your bet.
Oh no, big.
He goes, I bet last night's hunting game. And he flips a rock. He goes, again, my pheasant's gone.
You like how this one's speaking English, but the fucking one's in the game.
No, he
already
understands.
dead.
No, he
I understand
understands
it. I
Orcish. That's fine.
It's like, what the fuck kind of class system is this? like, armies are ready. Outside, you're like, I play marbles. Back going cave. What is this hierarchy here? I don't understand it.
When you're casting something, it says a creature you touch. Does a creature you touch count yourself?
What's the spell?
Invisibility. The idea was I was going to cast invisibility. I was going to notion
Yeah,
to
you
go
can
in,
cast.
cast invisibility on him. He goes in, comes back out. I get information.
Yeah, you can cast invisibility on yourself.
Cast
Yeah.
invisibility on myself. So I think I'm gonna I'm gonna look at Gulash. Gulak.
Good luck.
Gulak. He's with us. He's with us, right?
No, he's seeing you guys up ahead.
Okay, he's like back. He's back.
I'm gonna be
He's
like
too
this.
big
I'm gonna be like this.
and loud.
Right.
So I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for
Yep, roll for a spell.
15?
Okay.
It goes off.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and stealthily make my way.
Okay, so roll a stealth check with advantage.
D20.
Yep.
And
DC to beats a 5, which you will. Yeah.
yeah, so I do it. And plus, I have 19 plus 4 too.
So you make your way in, and you notice that as you're going down this little tunnel, this cave, you see on your left and your right, sort of angled in. So you notice it as you pass it. There are little passageways, but you can't see the passageways going in, but you could see them going out. And just as you pass them, as you kind of look back on either side, you see 4 or 5 orcs in each room, sort of around a table with a candlelight, weapons sort of strapped on. You get the sense that this is an ambush zone. So if anyone does make it into the cave, they would come through this not realizing that there's passages behind them with orcs collapsing. So you take note of that. You come into this clearing, and just before you come to this first open passageway of the cave, you see Lux as well as Mutsu. Mutsu sort of on top of Lux's head to his annoyance. You can kind of see he's like looking over, and they're both kind of looking over into this huge open area with a ton of orcs, at least 20 from your first kind of scan over, and tons of different other passageways and huts and stuff. And in the center of it, next to a giant roaring fire, is Hammond. Tied and strapped to...
You fucking cowards! Untie me so I can kick this shit out of you!
He is currently the center of attention as a bunch of the kids are throwing stones at
It's
him.
almost like I'm creating a distraction!
And
Come on, people! Hello, everyone! Look at me!
And where is...
I am what you should focus on!
Camp, so.
Not all the people!
Well, she could be flying, I guess, but
But we're in a cave anyway. She doesn't fly. She like chicken flies. Like a chicken
Yeah.
okay. I thought you
large
could actually
jumps,
and
essentially.
it sounds like
yeah, it's like a thing.
She's like a special education hen.
fly. Okay.
She's your fucking chicken.
So essentially, at this point, that if I'm understanding it correctly, Mutsu and Lux are like in the middle of everything, but not being seen.
They're on a ledge,
they're
overlooking
next to you.
an opening.
So you
Oh, we have
actually
an opening that we see all
Look
the
down and you see me in the middle about to get cooked.
So
Okay.
cave
I just need a visual because there's like a cave. So cave was like a tunnel between two openings.
So here's the tunnel you guys are came in. So Yomutsu kind of like over here.
Okay. I thought we were in like
You're in a
depths.
passageway
And
right now.
I thought we were in the
inside
depths of a
big
cave.
fire, Hammond, little secret ambush room passageways, and then out of the entrance.
If you try to eat me, I'm gonna shit myself.
Plan.
Okay.
Just so you know, I'm gonna get poop all over your
Other
meat.
like passageways coming either way from
Was
it.
I able to see
Hang on.
those other passageways if they have an outdoor exit? Like, was I able to like look and
Oh, you would
see?
have no idea. You would not.
It's like windy
Yep.
and hell. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of unable to
You're
see
all a
it.
bunch of dicks. You're all a bunch of dicks.
Where was Lux and Mutsu? I saw where I came in.
They're just across from you. Across
Oh,
this.
okay.
Yep.
I get it now. Okay.
I'm not afraid of getting cooked and eaten. I'm already dead inside.
I mean, I have a plan, but I'm not there.
No.
If you realize if this was
You
a
see-
respiration,
This important looking orc. He's a little bit larger than the rest, but sort of hunched over, looks older, long gray tattered beard. He sort of steps down on a walking stick, and you hear him call out to some other orcs, seem to be preoccupied, assessing weapons and looks to be plunder. It's time to start the feast.
hey idiot! I'm gonna like try to get his attention, the fucking old guy.
Roll a charisma check. DC 15. Beat a 15.
Nope.
He ignores
Why do
it.
I have to? I'm not. Like, okay.
How far away are
You
they?
add your mark.
Roughly? Feet
Yeah,
wise.
it's a lot.
Huh?
From
But yeah,
where
but
I
he's-
am,
he's so
we're
important, like, he
big
can just
important
not
guy.
leave
Where
the
is he
time of
at?
day.
Yeah, I get
Feet
you.
wise, like is he
Big
like 30
important,
feet?
he's about
60
60 feet away from you guys.
Okay, so he's a good distance away.
Yeah. Hammond's about 40
Can I
feet.
try again? Why are you listening to me, you giant bitch? Can I roll again? Oh fuck, it's worse.
Yeah, he sort of walks back into this little hut.
I remember when I had my first beard.
God damn it, dude.
You kissed your mother with that pubic face.
So, the 2 orcs make their way over to you. And they grab each one side of the spit.
Oh, shit.
And with one hand sort of lift you up rather easily.
All right, fellas, listen. I think maybe there's been a misunderstanding. I think maybe I'll give you a lot of gold, and we just carry you right on our head.
You feel the heat.
Oh, I can feel the fire on my testicles.
As you get closer.
I can feel the fire on my testicles. Someone fucking get in here!
And they sort of set you on these 2 long logs, and you're sort of balancing there, and then you see them start cranking,
shit!
lifting you up over the pit.
Oh, goddamn!
Until you are directly above it.
Bum bum shaboy! Bum bum shaboy!
So at this point, I'm gonna look over to Lux. And I'm gonna be like, Lux, and I'm just gonna like notion to him that I'm gonna make a big scene over another area.
But I got you.
And that's gonna be his chance to get over there and get him out.
Let's fucking do it.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna do, can I see where big important guy is?
Yeah.
Go get the whiteboard.
Yeah, that works. Take 4d points burning damage.
They're cooking my ass!
I really have to see. I need to see where the big important guy is.
So, big important guy. This is fire pit. Big important guy's over here with some huts. He actually went into a hut, so you actually don't see him. There's probably about a dozen or so orcs just kind of watching that.
Take your fucking time. I'm just burning to death.
So,
I'm
I'm actually gonna cast.
It looks like a big.
I'm gonna cast a
testicle and
darkness in this area here.
wiener.
Just a ball
Over
of
here?
darkness
Okay.
right here.
Go ahead and roll the spell.
Oh no!
How many spell slots do you have left, by the way?
This would be, I think this is.
Lux said 60-foot
I think
dash
darkness
to
is a
the
level
group
2.
chat.
I think darkness is a level 2, meaning
Darkness
that would
He's
be my
playing his character from a distance.
8.
He's phoning
So it
his
goes
shit
on.
in.
Okay, so you cast darkness.
He can't do it.
Upon casting darkness, you see this black, sort of massive matter begin to grow and grow and grow until everything within it is sort of overwhelmed by it. Immediately, orcs just start
Freaking out.
Oh
Oh no, they're dumb again.
Tons of them jump.
All right, hurry while they're still dumb this time.
They're sort of
They're running
jumping
back to
out
their
from out
primal
of the way.
state.
You hear one say, "Witch doctors! Witch doctors!"
Oh no, they're dumb.
As they begin to like sort of pour out into the fold, all sort of ignoring him, but
Can I
looking
try to, like-
around and surrounding that.
Can I try to bounce off
And,
that motherfucker?
and in that time, essentially, because
I'm
I
gonna
think
spit, right?
I can cast it at that point,
And
it's not a channel, so I'm free to move about after I cast.
no, it's a
it.
concentration.
Oh, it is concentration.
Yep.
Okay, then that's when I kind of like look over to Lux, like this is it.
Okay. Lux is going to take off and double dash over.
dash, man.
As he gets to the machine, he's gonna have to roll an intelligence check to figure out.
Oh
how to
no,
work
he's
it.
so dumb, bud.
He's not dumb.
No, he's smart.
So,
He's a good stuff.
He's not
yes, and he begins to crank as best as he can.
Hurry up!
Struggling,
Oh my
but
god,
trying to
Lux!
crank you
I've
down.
never been so fucking happy to see you before.
High or low?
Come on, baby. Low.
It's low.
Come on, baby.
So,
I'll miss you, you
out
sweet
being
pussy.
noticed, he sort of kunk, and you roll, boom, 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 and you hit. He quickly pulls out a dagger and cuts your barnacles.
Let's go, baby.
Okay, so
Where are my weapons?
I need to see it.
Where are my fucking weapons at?
So they're in the pit, right? And we have if
I got a pencil.
did they rush to the darkness or did they rush?
They're like right here right now, surrounding the darkness, trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
These guys, you hear these orcs behind you begin to file out.
Okay.
So they're going to be coming up behind you in about a
do I know
couple
where my weapons
seconds.
are?
They left them on you. They didn't care.
What the fuck?
They would have rushed your
Idiot!
weapons at all.
Go! Oh!
So I'm gonna hold my conjure until they make their way, until I see which way they're deciding to exit.
Okay. What are you guys doing? You and Lux.
Do we know how?
You just see the darkness.
No, I know. From my encounter with them, do I know like how stupid they are? Like I know they're they're orcs, right? So like they have a low intelligence. They already
They're
have low
not dumb.
intelligence.
They don't have low intelligence. They just.
They seem easily can they be intimidated?
You can find out.
All right, cool. Well,
Probably not.
No, they're orcs.
I'm gonna
They
fucking
see you-
rub my. I'm gonna
They're orcs. They see you as human.
Relax.
They see you as lesser beings.
relax.
Just saying.
All right, do it.
What? Can I see the room again, real quick?
Yep.
I'm just trying to get. I'm not gonna relax. I'm not gonna do what you think I'm gonna do.
I know what he's going to do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Where? So I'm still right here with Lux,
Yeah.
like in front of the thing, and they're going back towards the passageway.
They're around the darkness. At this
Is
point,
the darkness this?
yeah. At this point,
Okay.
some of these orcs that have poured out of these passageways
Yeah.
now see that you are untied. So they've sort of taken a look at you and they're sort of piecing together
fine.
that you may have started this.
I'm gonna fucking. I'm gonna call fucking Fenrir's house.
Fenrir's house. Okay, go ahead and roll. Make sure it goes off.
I wonder how.
Fucking 18.
So it does. So I'm just going to make a broad con save for all of them.
Okay. What do they have to make on constitution?
They have to beat. So it's 10 plus your Constitution modifier.
Jerky?
Oh my god.
Or not your, yeah, so 14.
14.
Shells.
Okay, so they have to beat a 14.
Yeah.
They did not. You see, as these orcs, they don't even really know where it's coming from, but this loud howl. Sorry,
Somebody clip that! Someone in fucking Twitch or something. Clip that fucking scene
Trust
right
me.
now. Add to the collection.
Wait.
menacing howl.
But like scarier.
But yeah, but like with some like.
It's like that dog in that fucking vine that comes up. That dog comes up and he's speak. He's all fuck.
Her tail's
Fenrir's house. Fuck.
I'm here. What's up?
As this sort of translucent wolf comes jumping down and smashes into the ground and sends
Hell
sort of
yeah.
this fluorescent wave of dust out, and all the orcs seemingly just begin to run from this sort of impact.
I fucking love you, Fenrir.
And as they do so,
And I'm gonna run.
Okay, you guys,
gonna run.
and Lux runs with you. He double dashes. You guys
Mutsu.
make
Oh, you fucking quick,
Is
bitch.
Mutsu coming with it too?
Slow down.
Mutsu never went over there. You three are still right here.
Mutsu's with me.
Yep. And so now all 5 of you are at the start of this entrance.
Okay.
As you guys make it to the start of the entrance, you see 3 and 3 orcs come running towards you from
The left and right gate.
these rooms. Yeah. They were affected by the howl because they were still coming down the passage. All these guys are still feared and sort of running in different directions. It's pandemonium in there. But you guys now see 6
Are they behind
orcs
us or are they in front of us? Like they're blocking
in
our
front
way
of you.
out?
They're blocking your way out. Correct.
Can I throw 2 hunting traps behind me?
Sure.
I assume they're like bear traps, so I can just like hunt.
Why don't you fucking use your magic
Yeah.
to knock the fucking tunnel and close it?
I'm all out of magic, sir!
I know. You're not a very good magic person.
Say that to the darkness and the invisibility that got us in this room!
I mean, I'll take 100% credit for that.
So yeah, I dropped the 2 hunting traps behind me. And
Honey traps?
hunting traps.
It's a honey trap.
They're like, oh, okay.
Oh, shit, all of a sudden it's
just who's sitting there with some honey, dude?
And then they take 10d12 stinging damage from bees swarming over them.
All of a sudden they're all
Storm damage.
Hello, Piglet.
So they're coming in on us. Toothmer's not here. It's just me, Lux, and you.
So roll for initiation.
Can I see what weapons they have on them? Like, can I tell what weapons they have? What they're carrying?
Axes, glaives, stuff like that, of that nature.
So you're dead.
Well, because you said they were affected by the howl, right?
14.
Well, the ones behind you guys were.
Oh, okay. I thought, because I was like, thought maybe they like forgot to grab the weapons.
Those were a wide variety. You had some soldiers, as well as some young orcs, some female orcs, and a lot of sort of elderly and more citizen-like orcs.
What are you doing?
I didn't mean to.
So,
Why now, boy?
Gert said that Honey gets to play Lux the rest of the game. Just lays there like rolls over. She's like,
all right. So,
wait, I'm rolling. What the fuck?
all right. Go ahead and roll initiation.
I got 14.
14.
12.
My bad.
They're not in initiation.
What's up,
They're not-
Carson?
Oh, you guys aren't in our mind.
Lux
Why'd you roll then?
and-
Well, he rolled, so I assumed like,
No,
Fuck.
I'm like, am I wrong?
I was just.
You had 14?
I got 14.
And
Okay.
all right, so you guys come rushing out. And see these orcs kind of rushing
let's go.
towards you.
You're first, right?
Yo, you're up.
Yeah, what did Lux roll?
Lux rolled a 2. And the
yikes, bud.
the orcs rolled a 13.
I'm gonna fucking let y'all go first.
So it's gonna go Yo, Orcs, Hammond, Lux.
Okay.
Get close to them so they attack you.
I'm gonna take one of my javelins and toss them at whoever's the nearest. I don't know what the visual is on it.
All right, so go ahead
can
and
find the
roll your dexterity.
You said it's close to nighttime now?
Roll my
Yeah,
dexterity.
it's probably dark. Or yeah, so roll to hit.
Maybe I'll use
And
one of
that's
those
your
chant
adding
because
your
we're gonna get some
dexterity
race
bonus.
So 11.
11.
Oh, plus my dexterity bonus 13.
13. Okay. Plus your proficiency,
15.
which is another 2. So
You definitely hit then.
Maybe.
Maybe their armor class can
They're
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's
Orcs,
right.
they got big armor class.
I
So
was thinking of the initiative.
Yeah.
that is going to that'll hit.
Lux goes first. I roll advantage and double damage
Go
if I
ahead and
attack
roll-
before the enemy.
Roll damage.
Okay. I actually
You go
don't
last,
know. I think it's
so it doesn't matter.
is it 1d6 for
I could be
javelin?
like knows
Yes,
his shit
yeah.
and he's like fucking messaging it.
2. Was there any plus to it? Just roll 2.
Plus your strength.
3.
Okay. So you hit it for 3 points of damage. As the javelin sort of sticks into its shoulder, it sort of staggers back, grabs the javelin, tosses it down.
Out of character question.
Yeah.
I'm still invisible.
You're not if you threw a javelin. Once you
okay.
take an attack action, you lose your invisibility.
that fuck up.
So, get your D4s out. I'll just kind of show you in proximity.
D4.
I'm not sure.
D4.
It's all good. We can do
Those are D4s.
this. So,
Alright.
Oh, 4.
Oh, those are the villains. I was like, those are the D4, bud.
Well, I threw mine because I saw his.
There's 6 of these motherfuckers?
Yeah.
God damn,
3 and
there's
3.
3 of
3
us.
left, 3 right.
Fuck. You have any
and
magic left?
remember, Thinner only lasts.
Nope.
Howl only lasts for so many rounds.
It's 10 rounds.
Yeah, it's a
I mean,
minute.
that's...
So
Yeah.
true, but 10 rounds come by.
How many times
I
do
feel
we
like
cast
sometimes.
that?
I feel
So,
like, huh?
How many
just so you
times
guys,
can you-
just so you guys are aware of
I
what's
do 2
going on.
chance a day, so I can recast it.
All right. So,
But I think it's got to cool down.
the orcs are up.
I
So,
would ask.
they're
You
going
can't do it while it's
to
already in effect.
sort of stand back. You see as they sort of begin to move and form a line. 3 in the front and 3 back staggered. 3 in the front kneel
3 in the
and
part.
pull out shields and put the shields down. The 3 behind them kneel down and pull out longbows. And 3 of them will take shots, 1 at each of you.
I know you're looking at me. I'm not.
Or I'm sorry, one of you 2 and Lux. So an 18 to hit for Lux will hit. Let's see, a 15 to hit
Yeah. I have 15.
and a 14 to hit.
Yeah. Unless there's like, I mean, I have a 13, so I'm like, unless
so
I have like
That's a
something.
fair question. Since would my attack have been a crit since it was a stealth hit? I was coming.
No, as soon as you grab the javelin
Oh,
and
as
throw
soon as
it,
it's like, oh hey, what up? They're like, oh hey, what up?
I'm like,
By the way, ow.
got you,
so
little
they have
wizard.
plus 3 to strength. So Lux takes 7 points of damage. Ooh, you take 11 points of damage, and you take 10 points of damage.
I take 11.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Are they outside the cave?
They're a little bit further down. They haven't heard anything just yet.
Okay.
I gotta keep control of Lux. So minus 5 to Lux. All right.
How much health?
Yo, it is. Or I'm sorry, Hammond. It's your turn.
Where's the, how far? Okay, so 2 questions.
Yes.
One, Fenrir's Howl has a cooldown, right?
Correct.
So I can't recast it
No.
while it's still in effect.
No, you just have 2 chance. You can still cast it again. Yeah, it's just you just have 2 chance slots, and actually you have 3 chance slots now that you're leveled.
No, I'm level 3.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I thought I couldn't recast it while it was in effect. So
You cannot recast it to people that have just came off of it. So,
Okay.
for example, if they were just feared,
Okay.
you can't re-fear the same
okay,
person.
well, fucking Fenrir's Howl. Let's go.
Okay, roll. Make sure it goes off.
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it does. So, as the sort of same ambience comes out, this time though, instead of coming from above, as you sort of grasp, you see on your forearm this tattoo of a wolf just emerge, rip through your skin. You kind of feel that burn, and then you see a wolf sort of lurch out. This
You just got a new tattoo.
dark blue, translucent wolf running out, and it sort of jumps in the center of them and explodes, sort of pushing them back. Almost like a more advanced version of the howl you had cast before. As you see them, they sort of take, each of them will take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as they hit the wall surrounding them. It sort of blows a path. And you see they're sort of dazed and feared, and they're sort of just waiting there, feared, looking at you, sort of too petrified to move.
How small is he? How big? Or how small are you?
I'm a small
Lux,
guy.
it's Lux's turn.
Okay.
Lux is
I'm
going to
gonna
double dash
Yep.
right on out.
Dope.
See ya, buds.
See you, buds.
See, buds?
Very in character.
I'm gonna yell to him as he was leaving to like tell them what's happening.
Okay.
So did it just split their lines?
It's split them.
Yeah.
Like there's like a hole.
so now
They're
you
like
can
against the
run through.
wall.
You
Like
can run through.
oh.
Now, Yo,
fuck.
it's your turn.
How are they startled? Are they pushed back? Or
Yeah, they're
anything?
pushed back.
I'm gonna make a dart.
Okay.
I'm gonna make
And you
dark.
double dash out, and as you pass, they
You can
seem to
double dash
not sort of anyone can double dash.
Yeah.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you just can't. You don't get an action that turn. You just
Oh,
use
you
your
can double
movement
dash
twice.
next.
Yeah.
It's the orc's turn. They're going to make a saving throw. Ooh, and they sort of snap out of it as
That's what I knew that was gonna happen.
they pull their
Try to take advantage of your shit.
yeah. Your
fine.
turn. Your turn. They're still not completely into it.
But did they come back to the just saying the moment he said it burst forth on camera? Garrett moved and his mouth, wolf mouth, opened on his shirt. What the fuck? I lean forward and the wolf
It's
was
like,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
So they're still sort of
Fuck.
disoriented. So it's your turn. They haven't formed
Bite me in the
across
ass.
yet.
Okay, well I'm gonna double dash through.
Okay, and you do.
Can I? Okay. I was gonna say like I was like I was gonna say like can I hold my axe like as I fucking dash through like in case one of them steps in front of me?
Well, actually, let's go high or low.
You
Low.
have to say something.
I'm just kidding. No. You dash through. None of them seem to react quick enough, other than you hear and feel the sort of a whiz as arrows clink against the stone around you. As you run out, the two that were playing marbles are sort of fixed at the two figures that just passed, and then they see you and you pass. Oh, Laguda Uja. Because you don't speak that magic way. But it was funny. Anyhow.
But it was funny.
Just know it was funny. And you guys dash out. As you guys reach the rest of the group, first you guys see Lux running over. He goes, there's some trouble back there. We pissed off all the orcs.
We need to go.
Yeah. Oh, good. They're right behind me. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be real good right now.
Going 2.5 miles an hour.
You guys
Like,
hear
going dumb slow.
I'm like
few
running past you
horns.
like where?
Oh
shit.
We got horns.
And then the sound of drums following after. So,
Oh shit.
what do you guys want to do?
I've got a fucking horn too.
Did we
It's
make
not a
it
big
there too? Or like, are we there as well?
Yeah, you guys just
Okay,
I'm gonna
I'm
Run
gonna look at
over.
Onder and ask him if he knows the direction of where Stava is. Stava's her name? Shava? Whatever.
What?
I have
It's
no
not-
clue.
We'll explain it.
clue.
It's a fucking bed.
But we
We'll
do
explain
need
it
to
in
go
a minute.
down.
It's a tiny bed.
Friend, okay? Friend
Hello,
tonight.
bed.
Run around and flap my wings.
Speedy cheese bugs. It's
All right.
Who's this big man?
I can dig it.
She picked up marbles. Like,
All right.
She stayed.
ooh,
All
with it.
She saved me. I'll miss you.
right, we need to go, guys. Do you not hear the war drums?
Good luck. Good luck. Is he?
They're not the only people with wall drums. It's not that big of a deal.
Do you know where we can hide?
No.
Alrighty then.
Oh, I
Petey.
don't.
Petey, do you know where we can hide?
Onder just begins to take off. Lux follows.
I'm gonna follow that.
Really
line.
aggressive.
You guys begin to dash through the woods. And you are tirelessly trying to keep up with one another. As you guys are running through, you can feel and hear the orcs thundering behind, beginning to catch up.
Are they directly behind us?
They are spread throughout, just surrounding,
Wide
dashing
swarming?
towards you guys. Yeah, you guys come to the edge, skidding to a halt. The edge of cliffs, the waterfall pouring down to a river below, maybe 200 feet or so.
It's a goat's dive.
200 feet?
It's a cliff,
Yeah.
bro.
200 feet? It's a waterfall?
200 feet. of
What's this
waterfall.
cliff face like?
Honey, oh my god.
Straight down into waterfall and forest around it.
You tell me my
God,
goat can scale this
you laid
cliff right
your
now?
Your goat could scale it.
With me? Because I...
No.
Wait a minute.
It could do it on its own.
Wait, it's a 200-foot waterfall.
Yes.
Like, we can see there's water at the bottom.
Yes.
I'm grabbing both of them and throwing them.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Who?
I'm on my goat, dude.
I don't give a fuck. I'm throwing you off
I
the
guess I
fucking
can
goat.
just glide down into a tree and land on like the top of
Okay.
the tree.
Roll an acrobatics.
Thanks.
Roll an acrobatics.
He didn't grab me?
I didn't grab him. I grabbed them two.
Oh.
I'm
Do you
gonna use
fly as
I'm
you
gonna
fall
scream,
down?
fuck you, as I fall.
Okay. Roll an acrobatics.
Fuck you!
Like, who are you?
Yeah, D20 plus.
Hello, bird!
I believe it's your dexterity.
I'm gonna say, as I throw them back, that's all right, birds can fly.
4.
And I'm just like,
I'm gonna transform.
Like, cool, just throw the one arm down.
I know she's falling pretty
I'm
fast.
gonna go pseudo dragon form.
Okay, so you guys fly down. The three of you fly down. Lux sort of leaps down. He rolls
Wait,
high enough dexterity to
Can we
dive.
see the orcs coming?
Yes.
So they're
I'm
there.
gonna scream
I'm
for
gonna-
Fearnin to
they're
follow
coming
me down the cliff, too.
Fierenins began to like slowly scale, kind of happily, just
He's having a good
climbing
time. He's probably
as
That's
they
shit, dude.
do. Just do it.
Fucking
Yeah.
go, bro.
So as the orcs coming, after I've thrown them, I'm gonna turn around and do a Star-Lord day. Peace out, fuckers! And like jump backwards off the fucking.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll an acrobatics check for me.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
Do I notice
So
that you've made it in the water safely?
I have no idea.
He has. You take 2 points falling damage as you
It's not a
hit.
big deal. It's worth it.
Yeah, you don't hit.
I was gonna say,
right.
as I go pseudo dragon, I was
you
gonna see if,
roll?
if I see that he was having a hard
you
time.
yeah, I can fly.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
You're like the chickens in fucking Zelda. You like,
Yeah, dude.
you like grab them and like, oh, I should have grabbed you.
Under sort of
you.
Onder and
Barbos!
Gorlock dive down too. Onder's okay. Gorlock looks like he is not enjoying the water as he gruffly gets out, looks at you, sort of says, "Smart human."
Can somebody save me? Because
Yes.
I'm like half-ass drowning over here with one arm.
No, you're good. You swam out. All
I'm
right.
just saying, guys. Like,
I thought you were
breaststroke!
grab you.
Just torpedo
All
yourself.
right. So now you guys,
Good idea.
it is nightfall.
Since you know.
Nightfall?
Yep.
I need water.
And you guys
Anybody need water?
First
Okay.
point.
Anybody need water?
sort of
no, I'm okay. Thank you, though.
spread out above you, just kind of on the cliff, and you hear a horn blow, and they all slowly peel off.
Can I roll
You
a
are
perception
left
check?
alone. Go ahead.
18.
You notice, as you turn around, that there are very, very, very large footprints all around this sort of muddy riverbed and river rock around you.
Would do you know what these footprints are?
Yes, they are giant footprints
Of giants?
of a giant. But more so, you notice that they actually roll an intelligence check for me. A 4. Okay, never mind. You don't discern. You just know that they belong to some sort of giant type creature.
Okay. So it's nightfall. We notice that there's. Are we dried off at this point?
No, you guys have just came out of the water.
I'm actually gonna go circle around the pool to the waterfall to see if there is a cave behind the waterfall.
I'm gonna.
Roll a perception check.
One, you don't know what water is, you die.
Can I?
Seven.
Can I reach it? Can I reach in my bag and pull out a?
But I also have night vision too,
No.
or dark vision.
No,
gonna steal
you
off
sort
the
of kind of walk around, and at first you don't notice anything. You sort of see just stone, but then you hear something,
Oh shit! It's me sucking on my Capri Sun.
like a light singing.
Oh shit! Someone's playing an ocarina.
I'm gonna whisper over to Yo.
Please.
Yo. Come here.
I
Listen.
love you. You're so great.
Let's go. What? What's it?
Come here.
Yeah.
Why you guys?
Listen. Listen.
Why you
I'll
guys
do
being
it
so
again.
secretive?
You
And then
heard
he's
what
gonna
I
hear
did
the singing.
earlier.
Yeah.
Why you guys being so
He's gonna hear the
secretive?
singing.
Okay.
Anybody else hear those fairies
I
singing?
think there's something behind the waterfall. Do you like me to check it out?
Let's go.
But we have to. All right. But just saying. Who the fuck knows what it is?
What are you guys talking about?
Is he just like sucking on his water skin pouch?
Yeah, it's his water skin that you just sort of depleted.
There's somebody in the cave behind this waterfall singing.
I'll just get out of the fucking cave. I'm not going back one way.
Well, it's nightfall. There's giants out. Do you really want to be out here? Or do you want to kill
I
us in
see
that cave?
a nice piece, like nice little body of water under the moonlight. Seems romantic, and I met a new chick, so maybe I'll start here with the bird. Maybe I'll start here with the bird. You don't know.
A new chick.
What's in the fucking cave?
I don't know, but I don't really want to.
Why do you want to go in there so bad?
I want to find out what's in there.
Can I detect magic?
Oh god,
Go ahead.
we're gonna die.
17.
Okay. You do. You detect.
Does anybody have detect?
You detect fey magic. Something. Well, because you're a ranger. You, as well as you, notice that there's something fey related nearby.
Do we know?
I'm gonna use my divine.
Here's the
sense,
question:
and
what does
I'm
fey mean?
Pretty much allows me to tell whether it's
Good or bad?
That's
Yeah,
what I was.
good or
That's what I was trying to
bad,
figure out
and
if any of us
it's,
had good or bad detection.
Damn, we're getting.
the location of any celestial fiend or undead.
So it's you notice the celestial. So roll the spell, see if it goes off.
It takes a long time.
I'm like, look, there's a bird here. I'm a man. She's a bird.
What'd you get?
You know.
Okay, so the spell goes off. You notice that it's fey. It's celestial fey. Well, it's archetype celestial fey. And you get the feeling from what you've gathered that it's probably not. Probably not evil.
Oh, evil.
But
Not evil.
you don't know if it is or
Right, you
not.
said not evil?
Probably.
Probably not evil.
Probably not.
And what is the
evil.
difference between celestial fae and
Regular phase, celestial phase, like she's half celestial.
half god?
Yeah, that's
So
like,
celestial's more angelic fey, and then demonic fey, fey are usually more.
Well, fuckers, yeah.
Let's, I'm going to go check this out.
Did you tell any of... Okay, but did any of us know...
Did you relay this?
Did you guys relate any of this to us? Because right now, I'm seeing a fucking pond, and I'm seeing fucking moonlight, and I'm fucking...
There's something in there that's fey and celestial. I don't know what it is, but it does not feel malicious.
Alright, 2 questions. First, fuck celestial. And what the fuck is fae?
A fey is a fairy, or
I'm not a fairy, you're a fairy.
You misunderstand.
All right.
Not as a fairy as an insult, as a fairy as in a creature, or fairy-like creatures, mystical creatures.
Oh, alright. I can dig it.
Okay. Then a celestial is whatever he just said.
I was gonna say, like, imagine this motherfucker, out of character, imagine this motherfucker trying to explain to a huge Viking what a celestial being is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute.
So you know, like your Freya gods, they're kind of like
Andrew
descendants
follow us?
of those.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he's sort of down there.
Your Freya gods?
Him and
Like,
Gorg
what
are
the
both
fuck?
sort of like
You mean the true gods?
watching and waiting
I
for your
fucking know.
guys' lead.
I'm gonna speak.
You just saw me fucking summon. Oh, you didn't see it. Yeah.
I'm gonna speak to
Summon a
Under. I'm
fucking
gonna speak to
giant.
Under, and I'm gonna say, Under.
I forgot that motherfucker.
Maybe this celestial fae can help us find Sava.
Either, while they're talking, I'm just gonna go through the fucking. I want to go. Through
Oh
the
shit,
waterfall.
bud. Did you check traps?
I'm not alright.
Check for
He's
traps.
about to check this next trap.
Yeah, with his face.
As you walk into this cave,
Sun locks in there first.
it's much smaller than you thought it would be. You see in the center of this little cavernous area that's all rock and what seems to be some silver and luminescent veins alongside the silver veins have sort of given this kind of an ominous glow. There's a small tiny pond, maybe 3 foot by 3 foot in the center with a lily pad, and on this lily pad is a fluorescent butterfly sitting atop a huge bulbous toad, and every time it and croaks out, it glows orange. Sitting across from this is a small little green creature with fairy wings and long red hair. And she's sort of singing kind of a melody. She looks a bit like that.
I thought he was gonna say the other thing. And I was like, oh god, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Looks tasty.
Wait, how small is she? Little?
Should she be smaller than me though?
She's like that big?
I like that size.
Can I walk up and be like,
He's like, you're not in there yet.
yes, I did. I thought we all followed you in.
Oh, he
No,
went
He's the only one that's in.
I'm coming in.
That was all his information.
I'm coming in.
I would be following
I want a moment alone first.
No.
Okay,
You can't control what I do.
Yes, he can.
Go ahead.
Yes, I can.
Come on.
He doesn't control what you do, but he gets a minute. Hold on.
I'm outside and I'm walking.
I'm actually just gonna sit down and watch, and then until she acknowledges me. I don't want to startle her.
She stares at you
Like dragons.
and continues to sing while you're watching her. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
I'm crawling in.
For what?
Just roll it.
Tell me why.
You're dead.
Tell me why.
17. Bitch.
Dead.
Dead. She's all.
I rolled a 19.
Your other arm falls off.
Wait, what am I adding to that? That's not
I don't
fair.
feel so good. Just
You are
Mr. Stark, I don't want to go.
entranced
I'm not ready,
by
Mr.
her
Stark.
singing.
Oh, fuck,
Love
bud.
it. You absolutely love it.
Dipshit.
You sort of feel a warm sensation as you're
shit.
watching her. As Hammond walks in, you sort of
No, I didn't walk in. I'm crawling. I'm like,
you're
I'm low
I
crawling.
was also following him.
I'm low crawling. He's just walking
I'm
normal and
standing
I'm low
outside
crawling.
the entrance, like with my bow, like.
She would just.
as
Yeah, I'm
you
like, I
walk
don't know who
in
these
and you see
people
what's
are.
going on, Doothmere sort of shh. Listen.
I'm gonna notice the scene of what's happening. I'm gonna start praying to Melora.
Okay, so you begin to pray. Roll a d20 for me.
Can
15 or higher.
Oh, they gotta do a 15.
14 without anything.
Well, you add your modifier, right?
No,
No,
there's a modifier.
he's just praying to Melora. I just want to see
Okay.
what's gonna happen.
Can I? Have I had any experience with these fucking things? Oh, what's your
No, the only thing you're sort of concerned about
The singing
are
it reminds me of a siren.
Yes.
Yes.
familiar
That's
with
what I was
siren.
gonna say.
Yeah.
So
But-
immediately I'm plugging my ears.
You know that this isn't a siren, so you plug your ears.
Plug my ears.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, singing bad.
I'm just gonna try to
Bad.
swat his hands down.
He sort of just steps
Oh,
over.
I can't hear you. I'm fucking not gonna fall for your trap.
Onder sort of comes in behind
Oh, I
you.
can't hear anyone.
Sort of
I'm
hear him
not-
smile.
I'm gonna ask her what her name is. Or am I in trance?
No, you can ask her, and you do, and she says something.
Don't have sex with the tiny fairy.
Sedekuli
What does she speak?
Esakuda.
Put your dick in a trap.
You don't know.
Well, you don't
Does
know
anyone
that I
speak-
don't know.
Does anyone speak Sylvan?
Nope.
Yes.
You're lying.
Yeah.
What is
roll for
Yeah, what is
deception.
Sylvan though? Yeah.
Sylvan's a very, it's one of the exotic languages. It's
really hard.
Super
Oh, okay.
rare.
Yeah. I think you can only learn it if you're like really
I was like,
specific things about it.
Druidic's gonna be my jam. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I was like, dude, I got Steve speech.
No, it's Sylvan.
Okay. Yep.
I think only certain things can learn it, right?
She sort of looks at you. Yeah, mainly Fae creatures.
Yeah.
No
I was
Sylvan.
gonna say like you don't have the ability
She goes,
to learn it.
You're not from around here?
Don't have sex with it.
Who is she speaking to? Him?
She'll pull you out to the.
All of you. She
She'll
sort of
pull you
looks
out to
across
the
all of
sea.
you.
We are not
And she'll
from around
fucking
here.
wreck
We're
your shit.
actually upon very trying times.
This is a dangerous place for people who are not from around here.
So we have found out
So we've heard.
and experienced.
We should play a game.
Tell her we jumped off a fucking waterfall.
Kind of game.
The kind that keep me entertained. I rarely get guests. Isn't that right, Bulbasaur?
Is Lux in here?
No, Lux did not come in.
Motherfucker.
And who is she?
bud, I'm
Is she
fucking
calling
outside.
Bulbasaur
Yeah,
the
that's
toad?
wrong.
Yeah, that was the toad Bulbasaur.
Wait a minute.
And you see her sort of step up. She goes, "That's a cute little pet," as she looks at Mutsu, and then she polymorphs into a pseudo dragon and flies over and around, and Mutsu sort of flies up and snaps at it playfully, and they're sort of flying back and forth playfully.
One thing to note, I am still in my pseudo dragon form. Because when I jumped off the cliff,
Oh,
I
that's true.
transformed back.
So she's playing with both of you, sort of flying in between you two, snapping at both of you.
Don't fall for it. It's a trap. Tony bird person.
She
Watch
sort
out.
of snaps out
That's like,
and
she's like
pops
this.
back.
That's not like
Yeah, I'm like.
As she pops back out, she sort of sits back down, says, "Ah, that was fun.
You're kind of cute.
Why, thank you."
I can't hear what you're saying. I assume you're saying something nice about how good I look as well.
You actually hear her in your mind.
No?
She says,
Nope.
You are cute as well, kind stranger.
I mean, thanks.
I'm gonna.
But get out of my fucking
are
head. I can't hear you. You can't do this.
I'm a pixie.
Nope.
Pixie.
That's what pixie sticks are made of.
Not what I was.
Crushed up little things like that.
You guys look like you guys could use some rest.
Yes.
Sleep.
Hey. She can't do that.
Oh, yes,
All
she
three of you
can.
go and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yes, she can.
That's
Well, I'm out. Good night.
Oh, shit.
Good night.
What do we have to beat? A lot.
27.
You guys all just sort of
I mean, 12 doesn't do
fall
it.
asleep. No.
Oh,
God.
So, PD, you and Onder are sort of sitting by the doorway. Arvos, Lux, and Gorak are sort of out in the open still, kind of next to the waterfall. Just the four of them sort of posting guard. The Arvos say, "Man, they've been a long time. We should go see what they're doing."
Long time.
I don't like tight spaces, but I.
Oh, all of a sudden you gotta fucking talk now?
Onder's
should
like,
have to go in there.
Onder's like, well,
I think we should.
I'll keep watch. I think he'd be good for it.
Wait, you said all three of us went to sleep. Isn't Lux in there too?
Nope.
Lux
Okay,
did
so
not come in. Lux,
her
Arvos,
and Lux are outside,
Gorak,
and Arvos.
Onder, and her are outside.
Okay,
you
so us three went in.
Yeah.
But I want this cat dude to go in there with me. I ain't going by myself.
Listen, bud.
A cat and a bird walk into a bar.
I'll go in first.
Cool.
Here, bud.
So as he sort of stealthily goes in,
That's just 60 feet through a wall.
he uncharacteristically
Squishes her into
sort
a
of
fucking
trips
wall.
down
Oh.
and stumbles. And as he stumbles, he sees the three of you asleep,
Oh, no.
looks over, and sees this pixie. She goes, "Oh,
My friends.
you look like you're fluffy. Can I pet you?"
Hell yeah.
No.
Can.
No. But my friends, they're asleep, and I need them to wake up. Are they okay? What's wrong with them? So they just look like they need to rest. I can awake them anytime. Wake up. And the three of you wake up.
I'm just trying to power up. How'd you do that? Oh, I may have plugged.
You are now no longer in your pseudo dragon form.
Okay, because
when you went to sleep.
I
Yep.
woke
I'm gonna just, like, as soon as she wakes me up, I'm gonna plug my ears again.
Or wait, we should go.
Do I finally make it in there?
Don't listen to her. She's trying to put you
Coming
to
in?
sleep.
Yeah.
They're notorious for that.
She sort of looks at you. Puts her hands on her hips. She goes, "You're not gonna eat me, are you?"
Not if you don't want me to.
I do not want you to.
I still have my bow out, and I'm like, okay, I guess I
Got
won't.
like PTSD from both.
She's fucking anxiety bird. Dude.
Everything.
I'm all
is
fluffed
catchy.
up.
Yeah. Just pissed off cat.
Like a turkey and mating
Yeah, it's
season
like the neck is just.
just walks.
Because I was thrown off a cliff. There's a cat person here who I don't know is going to eat me or not.
Yep.
And now some tasty looking bug is telling me not to eat it. So.
Tasty looking bug.
This is very confusing.
Yes.
It's kind of impolite to just make people go to sleep. Just saying.
Well, I thought you guys needed the rest.
I mean,
I quite enjoyed it.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the thought, but at least ask next time.
Okay.
Please.
Have you ever flown before?
Cosplay's not consent.
No, and I don't
Fly.
want to.
And you sort of whoa, levitate in the air as you sort of, your legs kind of kick around. She sends you spinning around. She's like, "Oh, look, you're so good at it." And sends you dropping, crash into the ground. You don't take any damage, but you sort of kind of feel your stomach lurch up.
Can you never do that?
I think it's great. Mutsu's laughing, and I'm gonna.
You see her sort of, whoop, as Mutsu sort of, and little lights whoop, pop up all around him, and they sort of fly back and forth and all these fanatical, and he's trying to snap at each one, and is thoroughly entertained by the dancing lights as she's sort of, with the little wands, kind of floating them all around.
Miss,
Yes?
can I ask you your name?
No.
Fair enough. You seem to be having fun with my friend Mutsu there.
I do. I enjoy it. I don't have a name.
Oh. Well, right then. My name's Yo.
Hi, Yo. I'm Nameless.
Hello, Nameless. I know we just met, but you seem to be the helping type.
No one's ever said that before.
Really?
Really?
You're so playful and fun.
I think so, but I don't have any friends. They always leave.
Well,
They say I cross boundaries.
I think you'll get along great with Hammond.
I mean, you're a little eccentric, but
This is Hammond here.
I think we can be friends if you want.
Friends? I would love to be friends.
All right.
Let's be friends.
Just don't kill me, please, or do things to kill you. That's all that I ask.
I won't. I promise.
Okay.
Fuck.
And so,
Nameless.
What happened to your arm? You know you're missing an arm, right?
yeah.
I've still just got my ears plugged. I'm like, fuck this bitch, dude.
It's kind of rude.
I was poisoned by a giant horse spider, and the poison took my arm.
I think you would have looked different with 2 arms.
I think I would have too. It's very, still a little tender.
Tender?
The wound and the memory.
Tender. Okay. I like that word.
Nameless. We're looking for our friend.
Okay.
Do you know where we might be able to find someone who goes missing on this island?
If you go missing here, usually you're never found. It depends.
Is she like a fucking
What does she
genie?
look like?
Can grant 3 wishes?
Andre's in the room, isn't she?
We
Anders
know
in
what she
her
looks
room,
like
yeah.
too, so we just.
And he
describe
explains.
stuff,
He
yeah.
explains. Stella.
Because I want him to explain it.
She a drow? I don't like drows. They're mean here.
She's not from here. She's not like the other drow.
The other drows all worship that scary spider, and they kill everyone.
My face.
Even the
just
orcs are
got
afraid
at
of
that
them.
point.
Oh, was it the same spider that hurt your arm?
I don't think it was the same spider because that spider's dead, but I just haven't been a fan of him since then.
Oh, I don't like spiders either.
Wait a minute. I know where I fucking recognize you. My mum used to read me a book when I was little about this fucking little guy that wanted to be a pirate. And he had a little fucking thing that followed him around called Tinkerballs or something.
Panelist Peter.
You fucking know who that is?
Oh, of course. It's a
Are you
true story.
Tinkerballs?
No, that was my great-great-grandmother.
Wait a minute, that fucking story's real?
Well, if all children's stories are real.
That's not fucking true. Bernstein's bears aren't real.
The bears of Bernstein Palace are real.
Props, baby.
Hell yeah. Nameless. Can you heal our friend?
I was just about to ask. What can you do for my arm?
Let me see. Well, I've never tried a spell like this before, but I've always wanted to.
Let me roll a d20.
High or low?
Ah, damn it.
Loses the other arm back.
I got no arms.
High or low?
High or low? Hi, baby.
Hi.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Okay. No, we'll do something funny. So, you see sort of a ploop, 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 a little baby arm sort of sprout out
Baby
the
arm?
side.
I got a Deadpool arm.
Wait a minute, dude.
And just as you start to look at it, it sort of pops. And it pops. It pops into a ton of butterflies. Sort of luminous.
I'm just literally just looking mortified.
Look at you. She came out.
The pixie looks mortified after you've eaten the butterflies.
Can you try that again, please?
Sure.
More bugs. More
And then
bugs.
you go flying, just whoom, back into the back of the cave. Just as you take 2d. 2 plus 1 points of damage. So we're gonna go to We're actually gonna go to intermission.
Happening? Are you like a fucking seizure?
We're gonna go to intermission really quick. Sorry, technical difficulties for once. Okay.
How much damage is happening right now? That's not real.